Whatever you desire, you will find it here. Welcome to the Tower of God. Climb the tower, and everything will be yours.
At the top exists everything in this world, and all of it can be yours. You can become a god. This is the story of Rachel, the girl who climbed the tower so she could see the stars. And Baum, the boy who needed nothing except her. This is their end, and their beginning.
Yo. We good. What's going on? Happy holidays to those who celebrate. I apologize, and I said this on the Discord about 3 hours ago on Discord, and I made a post as well. Sorry, guys. Honestly, this is a special week for me, and I'll be more clear about it next week. But I've been very busy this week. I got a lot of shit going on in terms of just real life stuff. So again, I can't talk about it till next week. But I did like 52 hours of work this week. I've been working too hard. Your boy been tired, so I'm sorry. I was supposed to come home at 5:30 because normally when I get off work and go to sleep and then wake up to do the stream. I ain't get home till 8 o'clock. And then by then I'm hungry, so I make breakfast. I went to sleep around 9. And by then, bro, alarm did not sound, okay? If it did sound, I ain't hear it. So I didn't actually get up till like around 4 o'clock. And then by then, you know, my girlfriend was home and all, yeah. So I had completely forgot about it until I checked Discord and then was talking to everybody. So I'm sorry for starting the stream late. I am. It was supposed to be, I had fun plans. I had more stuff. I actually had like some snacks. I wanted to play some songs. I was supposed to set all this stuff up and I just didn't. So I'm sorry, but we here. So again, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Any holidays that you guys celebrate, enjoy. I probably won't, due to the holiday, if we even get a chapter on Sunday, which I'm not sure if we're going to get a chapter on Sunday, but just FYI, if there is a review coming, it probably won't come out till Wednesday, Thursday, because I'm on vacation. I'm going to enjoy it. That means from YouTube and everything else. So, and again, a lot of stuff going on. So Wednesday, Thursday for the review. Stream will probably be another Friday stream just because of the, push, because of the time. But let's get to this chapter, bro. Because I know people want to talk about it early on in the week, but let's bring the hype back up because this chapter to me, it revealed a lot, and I didn't get the criticisms of the chapter personally. Like I really didn't understand. Honestly, Scythe, I don't remember because when it came back. It was January, February when it came back. So I don't even remember what it used to be like before. Like honestly, I don't remember what it was like before because we were on hiatus for like almost 2 years. I don't remember. But I don't think there will be. Yeah, I don't think there will be. Honestly, it'd be weird for us to get translations as well during that time. Don't get me wrong, people got time to do it. Kudos to them, but Christmas Eve, I don't know if anybody will have time to do translations, like honestly. So I'm not looking. If there is a chapter that comes out, I probably won't read it until after Christmas, so that Tuesday. I'm not gonna go looking for it. So yeah, stop and smell the roses. Go enjoy time with your family, everybody. If you're celebrating, stay off the internet, stay off anything. Just enjoy your time with the people that you got. I'm that type of person. I love my routine, my normal routine of streaming, making videos and stuff like that. But when you got time to really spend time with people, when everybody, your world is stopping, stop and smell the roses, man. Please, please do it for yourself. But anyway, first order of business. How do y'all feel about this chess piece game? This killing chess piece game. That's the first thing I want to come across, because I don't like it. Honestly, it could have been almost any other game, and I probably would have been okay with it. Like, this game, I don't like it because the chess match itself has been hyped up for months. And to top on that, I thought it was going to be like an even chess match. Like, you get pieces, I get pieces. But now this game is like a prerequisite where you start off either at a disadvantage or an advantage. Like, that's weird. That's not. I don't see how that's an even, test of brains. Like, I don't really like it. Like, I don't, and I know a lot of people don't like the game in general because they're tired of the games. And so am I. I'm tired of games in Tower of God too, especially for people who have climbed the tower, people who have maxed out the tests and everything. It's like they're testing rankers and stuff again. Like, come on, bro. You're testing a great warrior here. Like, that's weird. Like, that's truly weird. But yeah, it's annoying. I agree, Jay. It really is. It's annoying. I don't like again. It could have been another game, bro. It didn't have to be this game. And I see where everybody's speculating. So a lot of people speculating. Well, the rules aren't very clear, to be fair. The rules aren't exactly clear. Because we don't know if like the roles are doubled. So like, for instance, there's two knights. Like, obviously, one person will have to represent one knight, right? Like, that's what you would think. You would think, like, if Kun was a knight, right? He would have to represent one knight, but it doesn't look like it's the case because there's not enough people. So maybe Kun represents the knight on the left and the right side. But that changes how you play chess. Like, that changes how you strategize. Like, if he acts as both knights, that's weird. Like, I don't, like, you move differently with your knight on the left than you do with your right. So how is it that he represents both knights? Like, I don't. So it's like, for example, if Kun gets captured and he ends up on Traum's side, does that mean that Gustang starts with no knights at all, even though in chess you have two knights? Like, that's what I'm saying. The rules weren't clear enough. Because obviously there's one queen, there's one king, so whoever those are good, but everything else is double. So it's just like, I need a more clear explanation on how this is going to work. Like, because it can only work where one person represents two pieces. So by definition, if Kun represents two knights or Rak represents two rooks, then they're more important to me than possibly the queen or the king. Like, well, obviously you have to get a king to even play, but that might be more important than the queen. Like, if one person represents two pieces, that's not that's you want to go for those people. You want to eliminate those pieces, bruh. Like, you do. Like, honestly speaking, like, you can destroy a queen. Like, there's no problem with destroying a queen. But if these guys represent two pieces, you want to get them. Like, you want to get them out the way. Like, whether it's killing them or capturing them or stealing, you might want to steal them because you want to have. If you capture Kun and Rak and that gives you four pieces to steal, bro, I'm capturing them. Like, it's not even up for debate. Like, obviously you can catch the queen, but that's what I'm saying. The game doesn't make really that much sense in that and how it works. So that's what has me frustrated. Like, it's a little bit, they tried to break it down, but it wasn't enough for me. It's not clear enough. Hopefully the game does not take 20 to 30 chapters. I think it'll be like 3 chapters, to be honest. I think it'll be like 2 to 3 chapters. I don't think it's going to be that long. Because COG did just literally spend this entire chapter getting to the game and explaining the general rule set on how it's going to work. So, like, this was a long chapter. So I will go on to say that I think it's going to continue like that till we get to the chess match, because it's not just us. Like, us as Americans, it's not just us that are upset with this this pre-game to the match. It's the Korean community too, and some of the Japanese community. It's everybody. Everybody's upset about this. Like, bro, you've been pump faking this chess match forever. Everybody's upset. So that's what I took this chapter as a rush to get it started chapter, because it's just like, that everybody's pissed about this. Like, nobody wants to watch another game and ahead of the game. Especially, we just came off a Lusleg versus Urek. Like, bro, you just came off one of the hypest fights to ever grace the series, and now you want to do this with this little match. Like, don't get me wrong, Gustang and Traum are directly in it, so that gives you some type of excitement. But again, it's weird because, again, Kun and Rack and Dorsey are all regulars, so they're supposed to be going against the rankers in Traum's pieces. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, you think it'll be like 5? I hope it's like 3 to 4, man. I really do. Yeah, man. It's I'm not a fan of how it's going so far. Yeah, I'm not. But what pieces do you guys think everybody represent? So I know a lot. The popular thing is that Bomb's the queen, right? Because the queen is the most versatile and the strongest, or whatever. I originally thought he might have been the king, because he is like the most important player on the field, and like that's my interpretation. Like, people say the queen because he's the most versatile when it comes to a fight. I said the king because he's the most important person there. The king is the most important piece, so that's why I thought it was going to be that. In terms of Rack and Dorsey, and honestly speaking, and Dorsey is in a very unique position, because technically speaking, she's a princess of Zahard. I mean, there's no technically speaking. She is a princess of Zahard. So neither Gustang or Traum, well, she's on Gustang's piece, but Traum can't kill her. His only option would be to steal her. And I didn't put that together until just now. But his only option is to steal her. He can't kill her. So making her the king, making her the king might be a good move. Like, but here's the thing, though. Here's another thing that's confusing, right? Does Traum and Gustang know their pieces and what they represent? So, for example, we know that Traum doesn't know what Gustang's pieces are, right? He doesn't know what Bomb or Kun or Rack's role is. But does Gustang know what their role is? So does he know that Bomb's his king or Kun's his queen? Like, does he know? That wasn't explained either. And that's important. And it's not like they got the pick. Like, because it's important, because if they got the pick, then that's where it gets interesting. So if I was like, if you got the pick, who represents what piece, right? If I was Gustang, I'm probably making Ann Dorsey my king, or my queen, because she can't necessarily be touched. She can only be stolen, meaning that none of Traum's pieces are going to attack her, like hurt her. So she's in a unique position where, she could be very annoying with Bong Bong, like she really could. So that, in terms of strategy and making the game interesting, that would be an interesting perspective, because her perspective, interesting position, because she in particular cannot be killed. So that already gives her a type of advantage over everybody. Then you have Bomb. Bomb is also important. Bomb can't be killed here either. So Bomb and Dorsey basically have immunity to being killed. Neither one of them can be killed. There's repercussions for that. So if I'm Gustang, what do you do about that? Like, who do you make your piece? But we don't know if they get to pick their pieces, is what I'm saying. And we don't know nothing about Traum's family, so we don't even know what roles they would play and why it would matter. So yeah, I need more breakdowns in terms of how this is gonna work. Bomb Queen for sure. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know. Cooling rank might be knights and bishops. Yeah, they might be. Which in that case, you can let them. They gonna get smoked. Like they just can't compete. Do you think Gustang will try to use Enkidou to try and kill Traum? I don't think so. What's up, Hoover? Before I answer your question, J. Cool, let me answer Hoover real quick. So I didn't take that Hoover, I didn't take that as him having his position. I just took that as an explanation. Like, so just them lining up a person in a picture of a chess piece. I just took it as them lining it up. Like, this is what this represents. Like that's all. I didn't take it as that being his role. So I don't know. You could be right, but I'm not sure. J. Cool. So do you guys think you will use Enki to try and kill Trump? I don't know. Because here's the thing, right? We need more context because I made the assumption and observation that we know that animals and Shinua that come from higher floors are stronger than like the animal that you would get at the 133rd floor is way stronger than the one you get the 30th or 20th floor, right? So because of the Shinsu density, right? So there's no telling if Traum actually has control over Enkidu. Like, so look at let's use an example, right? Let's look at Leviathan. Leviathan hates Traum. And not only that, his personality, like, it seems like the ones that are strongest have personalities to him. Like for instance, the Kraken has a personality to him. Rapid, we haven't heard like Rapid or any of the other ones talk, but Leviathan in particular has a personality to him. So my assumption is that the dragons in particular and the ones that come from the higher floors are harder for Traum to control. And if that's the case, because here's the thing, I can't see a scenario where Traum has complete control over one of his animals. Let's just say the silverfish. He has complete control over the silverfish, right? And it manages to get from his control and attack somebody and kill them. I can't see a regular animal like the bear or the wolf doing that to him. It has to be something stronger, and then it has to be something that drives it to that, right? So I assume that Zahar, with his manipulation tactics, could have affected Enkidu in some way with how he's manipulated everybody and caused Enkidu to attack whoever he killed. And he only would have that type of influence over an Enkidu because Enkidu is already hard enough for Traum to control by himself. So let's just say the difference between a wolf being 100% controlled by Traum and then Enkidu only being controlled by, like, let's say 60 to 50%. If that 60 to 50% can be influenced by somebody like Zahard, then that could cause Enkidu to turn and attack, and kill whoever it killed. Because, I mean, think about it. Enkidu being able to kill, first of all, think of how much of a feat that is, right? Enkidu was able to kill somebody important to the Great Warriors. That's a feat. That's a massive feat, bro. Like, we haven't heard of, and like we know that Traum's animals are strong as shit, right? But they're strong to rankers and high rankers. He was able to kill somebody close to them. And he didn't say Enkidu and somebody else. He said just Enkidu. So Enkidu has got to be nasty work, bro. Like, maybe not as strong as a Great Warrior, but definitely, like, if we talk about in terms of rankings, top 20 or top 25 type of like, it's not a person, but type of like power is what I'm saying. Like, being able to kill somebody close to them is crazy for an animal to do by itself. not being controlled by Traum, not being transformative using his power. It killed whoever it killed by itself. That is fire. So I can't see somebody that Traum trusted being Enkidou that was under his control openly attacking somebody without being influenced. It just doesn't make sense to me. How much more dense does Shinsu get in the tower the higher you go? I don't know the actual like if there's numbers to a J. Cool, it's never been explained. It's always just been said that, you know, the higher you go, the more dense the Shinsu is, and the more stronger the animals are, because they can last on the higher floor. They last higher on the ones that last on the higher floors are typically stronger than the ones on the lower densities. I personally think that the strongest of Traum's emotions and the strongest of the Traum's emotions is the strongest anima he has. So that depends, right? Okay. So I got a fun theory about that. But let me read Hoover's comment. I think since Belier thinks Traum cares about his children, he didn't care for his kids. He would make Gururu the king to mess with his sibling. That's what I was thinking. I said that in the review, Hoover. I said that it would make sense to me. Well, okay. I didn't take that particular perspective. That's also a good point that I would add in the video if I could. I was saying that Gururu betrayed Traum, and maybe Traum doesn't care about Gururu as much. So making him the king would be a good move, because he wouldn't be an important piece. Like if I'm Traum, I'm trying to get Bomb. Like he's trying to get Bomb. That's the most important thing here, right? So making Gururu your king might be a chess move, because he might not necessarily move to protect Bomb in this scenario. But you make a good point. I'll also go on to say, so right, we know that Traum, his animas that he control, represent the 7 deadly sins. This is a fact. So the enraged Rapid, right? That represents wrath. Rapid is clearly wrath. The arrogant one, who is the Kraken, that represents it's not necessarily arrogance. What is it? Pride. And he said it's pride. So the arrogant Kraken is pride. Then you have I think that Leviathan is gluttony, because Leviathan eats everything and eats memories and shit. So I personally think that Leviathan is gluttony. I had them all written down, who I thought who was. Hold on. I think I had them written down in here somewhere. Oh, I don't have it anymore. Let me try to think of the ones that Traum directly control. Oh, Sloth. El Gore. El Gore represents Sloth, the giant one who killed all of Gustang's fleets, the one who was destroying all the fleets, the one with the horn and the staff. He is Sloth. He literally, like Traum literally said it. So Enkidou. So let's make the connection, right? If it's actually true, if we use context clues to things that we've learned about Traum, right? That Traum actually cares about his kids, like, because we're all speculating that could be true. It's very possible that Enkidou could represent what you would call lust or love. Like, so lust and love kind of get mixed into the two. But whatever would be the closest to like the most caring sin, which could be lust or love, Enkidou might represent that. That's just not. I'm just putting things together, and that he might represent lust. Because no, there's no other anima that he currently has that would represent that. And actually, you know what? I take that back. Leviathan might be greed. Leviathan is either Leviathan is either greed or gluttony. It depends on how you want to take it. He might be greed because the way he wants to absorb the other dragons and be stronger. He might be greed. Cobalt. I don't know if Cobalt. See, the problem with Cobalt for me, right? Wasn't Cobalt destroyed by Yama? Cobalt, like, wasn't Cobalt destroyed by Yama? If Cobalt's destroyed by Yama, I have a problem with that because I don't see how you make all your strongest 7 animas how it gets destroyed by Yama of all people, like that, like because we just seen with, well, I don't then, because then you, okay, I'm trying to put it together because there's one thing for Cobalt to get destroyed by Yama, right? And then it's another thing for Dumas to destroy Leviathan, even though we know that they can come back. Like, we know that it takes nothing for Traum to make them come back. But it's another thing for somebody like Cobalt to lose to Yama, and then Dumas fights Leviathan, losing his arms, but he still ultimately got Leviathan. I mean, not Leviathan. He got Poison Dragon. What's his name? I forget the Poison Dragon's name. But him getting him out of there too. So no, Scythe. I think the poison the Wrath. I think Wrath is Rapid. Rapid is Wrath. So if I'm writing it down right, Cobalt isn't one of the 7. I didn't think that Cobalt was one of the 7 because losing to Yama is a L, and I can't see one of Traum's 7 divine beasts being destroyed by somebody like Yama. It's just not. It's not a thing, bro. It's not a thing. Fair point. Either way, according to a translator I read, when Enkidou talked with Traum, he was talking in a friendly way. So I think Enkidou is on Traum's side and not against him like Leviathan. Okay. So I really, that if that's the case, Hoover, here's the thing. So that, you know what, Hoover, and that even supports the theory of lust. That even supports the theory that Enkidou could be lust, because lust, like, again, lust is a type of love. It's a type of love. So if Enkidou represents lust, Enkidou may have actually been manipulated by Zahard or whoever to attack and kill whoever it attacked and killed, and could have tried to explain the trauma, like, I didn't do this on my own. Like, I didn't do this on my own. Like, I was manipulated. I'm sorry. And maybe Enkidou feels guilt for killing whoever it killed. So if it was talking in a friendly voice, it doesn't necessarily blame Traum for having to seal it away, because it wasn't like it would understand that it did something wrong and that it deserved to be sealed away. And based on the sin that it might represent, that would make sense, given that most of the other sins, if you take, like, so sloth is taken, wrath is taken, pride is taken, I think Leviathan's greed, so you have gluttony and envy. You have gluttony and envy. So that I would definitely think that Enkidou represents lust, and that being more sympathetic to understanding that it deserved to be sealed away. And so that's why the thing between this whole meeting between Enkidou and Traum is gonna be lit, bro. It's gonna be truly lit. But yeah, Yama can't destroy any of the trauma animals. He's no less like, and he can't even match 1% of his power. Yeah, but he did destroy him though. Even though they're able to come back, he did destroy him though. Um, like we seen Dumas destroy Vanquish, right? Vanquish isn't gone. Vanquish isn't dead. Like it can come back, but we did see it happen. You know, El Gore. When El Gore was introduced, Scythe, he was introduced as El Gore the Slothful, so he's definitely sloth. Like that. Yeah, that's definitely that. Um, I'm not. I don't know if Vanquish represents a sin. I don't think that Vanquish may not represent a sin. I'm not sure. Yeah, Vanquish may not represent a sin, and I'm saying that because so when Rapid came out, shit got shut down. Like when Rapid came out, it shit got dangerous. I don't know about Vanquish, man. It don't seem like shit got dangerous when Vanquish came out. I don't know about the heart. I was thinking about the heart. Yeah, I don't know about the harp. I don't think the harp is either. Vanquish isn't one of the seven either. I think so too, Hoover. I think of the same mind. I don't think Vanquish is part of the seven either. I don't, and I can't see what it would represent. Um, yeah, I can't see what it would represent. Dumas' feat of defeating Traum's Anima has gone down a bit since he wasn't directly controlling them. When he fought Gustang, they were glowing white. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't think Harp is lust. I'm going with Enkidu for lust right now. I'm going with Enkidu for lust right now. I'm gonna get that to Enkidu. The wiki mentions that Vanquish and the Heart are part of the seven. Does it really? Time to do the research. Also, hey Zenu, I'm sorry I didn't greet you. Thanks for joining in. How you doing? The wiki can definitely be wrong. I just want to see what it says. I don't know the specific. Hold on, real quick. Enkidu's envy to me. Okay, I can see Enkidu being envy. I can see why I can see that possibly happening. That possibly being true, because there's nobody who's represented that yet. This wiki is making my stream lag. Jesus. Let me see. So Fandor Harp, and actually I'll pull this up. I'll pull this up on the stream too, so everybody can see what I'm looking at. Window capture. So you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Make me a little smaller. I'll make you bigger. All right. So just looking at this, right? Powers and abilities for Traum. So, as one of the great warriors, blah 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 blah. Intelligence. Well, I just want to see if there's anything up there that says anything about anima. Shinsu control, Shinwo Ryu. Anima, there we go. So, as the leader of the Lowopan, which is well known for having inherited their talents of the anima, from anima to be capable of controlling speaking, Traum is considered the best anima in the tower. He was demonstrating mind manipulation. As the greatest anima in the tower, Traum is said to be capable of controlling all Shinua and animas of the tower, even including humans. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Humans that are mixed with animals? Or just full blown humans? I don't know about that one. With one of those with specific mind control, blah blah blah. Canine harmony, been on wang wang, canines on the other side of the wall, blah blah blah. Hallucination, Shinua. It's being stated that Traum is capable of creating and conjuring cinnamon Shinua creature, animal monsters. Also, where, as shown, where it was stated that the Leviathan and the ancient odd eyes giant cobra was created by him. Wait a minute. Traum made Leviathan. Traum made Leviathan. What? Why did I not? Why didn't I know that? Traum made Leviathan. So let me get this straight. You made something you can't control? Why didn't I know that? Interesting. I knew about Shinwo Ryu. Huh. You're right. I can not. Okay, so I do. So now that you say that, Hoover, I forgot. You're right. It's okay. So I didn't. I did know that. I just probably didn't put any stock towards it, knowing it. Now that I'm seeing it actually written like that, I do remember now. So then, would the cobra be considered a sin? Would the cobra be considered a sin? Enraged Rabbit on Webtoon. He's definitely right. Oh yeah, yeah. His name is the Enraged Rabbit, bro. He got to be Wrath. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But wait a minute. So would the cobra be a sin too then? Because if all his strongest creatures are created by, no, that doesn't mean it's a sin though. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that. That doesn't mean he just created 7 specifically that are. Nah, that's not that doesn't have to mean that. So never mind. I'll take that back. So let's see. Traum has demonstrated best ability to control overall conditions by as benefiting a little bit peers, such as he could bypass the normal rules of anima, requiring fish bowls, effortlessly spawn, controlling his 7 extremely powerful special beasts, including even ones that his own family members deemed uncontrollable. Okay. Not only that, Traum also appears to possess dozens of other Shinra besides his personal special beasts. Okay, so that's what I mean. Okay. Each with considerable power as shown when he unleashed dozens. Blah, blah, blah. So, who are the confirmed 7? Mini Fedora Harp, Grey Wolf. So, I want to see who are the confirmed 7. I like we know of a few of them. I just want to know who the. I'm on. Ooh, I didn't mean to put through, huh? So I just want to know who they're going to confirm 7 on here. So Fandor Harp is a giant silver eel, despite showing the trauma. Fandor much smaller, or trauma later showcase that he can clone Fandor Harp and use multiple clones to capture entire warships. Fandor Harp might be one, but it doesn't say it on here. It doesn't say it on here. So these ones that have stuff like this, the arrogant Kraken and the enraged Rapid, those are death. They're definitely the sins. So those are the ones that control. I don't know what does Fandor mean something? What does Fandor mean? Is that a word for something else, or is that just a name? Yeah, but it says it in front of it though. So what does Fandor mean? Yeah, I don't see anything about Fandor. So yeah, Cobalt is just a giant frog, right? So Cobalt's a frog, so Cobalt is definitely not one. The arrogant Kraken, that's one, which we already knew. And Rage Rapid, which that's obviously Wrath to me. Absolutely. Then Poison Dragon Vanquish, I don't think so. I don't think so. Lazy El Gore, that's 3. Ancient Odd Eye Cobra, nothing. Leviathan is weird. So I think that Leviathan is greed personally, even though he doesn't have a title that represents that. I think that Leviathan is greed. His first 3 were Kraken, Fandor, and Cobalt. Those are his, but I don't think Fandor or Cobalt are his 7 though, are part of the 7. We're just trying to find out what are the 7. The 7 special. 6-winged giant bird, no. Owl, no. Double, no. Gray wolf, ashen badger, giant turtle. So looking at this objectively, there's really only 3 confirmed that you can really take from this, and that's the Kraken, the Rapid, and El Gore. You can speculate with Fandor Harp. Fandor is very, very versatile and a very good one. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Fandor, but I don't know. Same thing with Leviathan. Leviathan could be greed, but there's no confirmation. These ones that have the titles in front of the like words in front of them, arrogant, enraged, lazy, those are definitely not up for debates. I didn't realize my camera went off. My bad. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, the ones, the arrogant, the enraged, and the lazy, those are definitely the like 3 that he controls directly, like part of his 7. So yeah, I saw yeah. Now that I'm looking at this the way it is, Zenu on here, I'm starting to lean against Leviathan and being created directly by Traum. I don't see him being a sin. I don't think any of these that were created by Traum are sins. I don't think so. They were all probably captured. El Gore, Rapid, at Kraken, they're probably all captured. Well, Leviathan wants to absorb the dragons, Monty. And Leviathan has shown like he has memories being tossed into him. And I'm not saying that he enjoys it, but like that's a gluttonous greed thing. So gluttony or greed kind of matches to me with Leviathan's like things he says and his actions, but it I'm now that I've like been the memory has come back. He's been created by Traum, and he doesn't necessarily have the title of greed. I don't think he's greed anymore. Um, some theorize Fandora is not originally one of the seven, but he's occupying the place of Enkidu Leviathan. That's a good observation, Hoover. I'm inclined to agree with that. Fandora's um, ability to do different things, like grow larger and grow smaller, is pretty convenient. So I can see why it would just be like one of those like convenient tools, right? Like kind of like if you have like your car keys and you have like a switchblade and you need to like cut something real quick, that type of thing. Sipe says. From what I'm gathering, Fandor means educated, disciplined, confident. So no, that wouldn't be lusted. Like nowhere near lust. I feel like Kraken could be defeated by Yama and Catman. No. No. I don't think any. I don't think any of them. And you know what? If we go back, I can't show the panels on screen. But if we were to go back and look at the Gustang versus Traum fight, wasn't it? So we got the extra panels later on. So don't get me wrong. I didn't reread the whole chapter with the extra panels. Didn't Vanquish come out first, and then didn't Traum basically threaten Traum? I'm not the bomb Traum. Didn't Traum threaten Gustang to pull out the Kraken? He did that, right? So that to me goes to show that the seven are like that. Like he threatened Gustang to pull out. He threatened Gustang to pull out one of his seven. Like you want me to pull out the arrogant one? Like you want me to pull out bro who be outsmarting you and everything? Because we know that like the Kraken and Traum have history. I mean, and Gustang have history in terms of like the maze stuff. So yeah. It was Rapid first. He pulled out Rapid against Gustang. But he did. He pulled out Rapid against Gustang. Why don't I remember that? Well, even if he pulled out Rap, well, then that doesn't make that must. I mean, obviously, I would think there's a hierarchy between the seven. So, that's weird then, because why would you pull out Rapid and then Vanquish? If Vanquish isn't a part of your seven, Rapid would be stronger than Vanquish. So why pull out somebody stronger than pull out somebody weaker and then threaten to pull out the Kraken? That's weird. Let me see. Okay. Honestly, Hoover, I don't know if it was a strength. It might have been not been a strength based thing with the threat to pull out the Kraken. It might be like the Kraken might be like that. Don't get me wrong. It's a fucking Kraken, but I think the Rapid was the Tonga thing. Okay, that's possible. Um, but clearly there's some smoke between like the the Kraken and Gustang. Like they have history. So clearly there's some smoke between it. Like even Gustang's response, like, "Oh, I haven't seen his face in a while. I'll pull him out." Like, what determines family heads rankings? I think what determines family heads ranking is mostly their families. I think it's their families. Now obviously it's said that Arihan is the strongest out of them all. Next is Hard. So their strength is taken to account, but it might it might really depend on the family. I forgot how good the art was during the nest. Yeah, it was. Um, but Enkidou, I'll just say, I can't wait to meet Enkidou. And what people have been speculating that ghost figure that we saw, that Traum saw before he left the maze was Enkidou. I'm leaning very heavily towards that now. I'm leaning very heavily towards that's who he saw. But anyway, what else happened in this chapter? We already talked about the chess game. Enkidou. Oh, so how do you guys feel about finding out that the second strongest in Pobidu is Prouse? How do you guys feel about that? Oh, excuse me. I don't like Prouse's design personally. And I said that in the chapter. I'm not a fan of Prouse. No, don't get me wrong. That the feat that Prouse pulled off this chapter was lit. Rocking that primal punch was lit. Like that was a massive feat. And by Robinon's Robinon's reaction to his stuff being blocked, like his punch being blocked, was like, oh, only one person in this part, like there's only like one person here that's capable of doing that. So Prouse obviously has a name, and personally speaking, I love lighthouse users that can box, like, because the lighthouse is an interesting thing in itself. Personally, like, that's why I wish that Khun got better use at it. Like, imagine Khun being trained by Sophia, like that would be lit. That would be lit. Like, since we're not getting the ice spear stuff anymore, that would be lit. But I knew Prouse was number 2. Okay. I didn't think nothing of Proust, honestly. I didn't think anything of Proust. What happened to the guy with the book? I thought he was second. Nah, Monty, he got, I don't know if you were caught up, but he got absorbed. Boring design and lame character so far, in my opinion. Yeah, Hoover, I'm starting to think that me and you really connect a lot of this stuff. I don't care for Prouse's design. Wolf with white hair type thing, and I didn't necessarily care for the art either. Like, Prouse's art wasn't fantastic. Like the panel where he was screaming like attack, like I didn't think it was a good panel, like in terms of art. I just didn't. That's when I knew I didn't really like the design, when Siu just did like a detailed. That was like a detailed panel of what Prouse looks like. I did not like it at all. Like, I did not like it. Boring design, lame character so far. Yeah, I agree. I really like Prouse design. I've been waiting to see this dude for years. Fair enough, Zenu. Fair enough, man. To each his own. Brian Q, it doesn't matter to me too much. It looks like a nerd, big bad wolf. Right. I agree. But this fight is gonna be fire. Like, this is another top tier fight though. Like, this, despite the design, the fight's gonna be fire. Being able to block Lobodon's primal punch, which absolutely one shot Hugo, just shows the difference between the top 3 and somebody like Hugo. Because there was a part in time where we thought Hugo might have been top 3, top 4 in Pobidu, but getting one shot by like Robodon. Don't get me wrong. Hugo isn't a weakling, but to be one shot is different. And for Proust to block it, also different. Like the elite in these families really separate themselves from like the high rankers, bro. Like the difference is it's so massive. It's like that difference between somebody that's at 100 to somebody who's ranked 50 is such a massive difference, dude. Proust ain't winning. I don't think if you're a defensive character, especially if you're a wave controller, you necessarily have to win. And I don't know. I don't know that to be true. I would consider Rolbodon at a disadvantage because Proust has. I think Proust has more people at her. I don't know if Proust is a girl or woman. Doesn't matter. But I'll just say it. I don't know if Proust has. I think Proust has an advantage in terms of soldiers and numbers and having access to high rankers. Rolbodon's going to probably get help from Yama here, to be honest. You might see Yama pop out here. I mean, you might see Darwin pop out here as well. Like, there's going to be help given to Rolbodon from, if you want to call him Bomb's crew, but Cha will probably get into it as well. That'll be interesting to see who Cha fights. Like he was saying before, Cha has history with the Lobo Pia family, so we might get another interaction with people like yo. Also, I'm not done. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta pull a picture up. Where is this motherfucker at? Where is this motherfucker at? Where is he at, bro? I see y'all talking about it in the chat now. Where is he at, yo? Fraud Watch is lit right now, okay? Being a fraud. You talking about leader of the frauds? Nah. Bro's a fraud, bro. Bro's a fraud, yo. Been a massive fraud. You trade his design with fucking Proust's, okay? Trade their fucking designs. Yo. How you give a fire to... Yo, why does CU give the most fire designs in the series to the most fraudulent fucking people? Like, I don't have a problem with Kel Helm. I know a lot of you don't like Kel, but in reality, speaking from, like, just, like, thinking about Kel is a bit of a fraud, but Kel's design is probably the best in the series. But he's a fucking... Why do the frauds have the best designs? Why? Look at fucking what's his name? Goddamn Giskar trash ass. Fire design, but that motherfucker was ass. Absolute ass, bro. But why is his design lit though? Hey, Scythe. Karaka would have dodged the bullet if you ain't say nothing. You shouldn't have said nothing. Karaka's a fraud too. Okay. Fucking Iron Man, he's a fraud. Absolute fraud. Another fraud with fire designs, bro. You know what? I'm about to start rooting for trash people with trash designs because they Proust. I take it back on Proust. Proust might be lit because evidence has shown that your design does not matter. Yeah, you should have been quiet. Your boy would have slid on, but you had to expose him, and now Karaka's on Fraud Watch too. Karaka been on Fraud Watch for years now. Okay. This motherfucker is not paying taxes. He is not paying taxes. Him and Yama have not paid their taxes for years. They owe us back taxes, bro. Yama in particular seemed like he's gonna pay his taxes soon. He might pay his taxes soon to the IRS. Okay, he might be okay. I don't see Karaka been delinquent for a couple years now. Okay, man's credit score is ass. His credit score is ass. Okay, but Yama trying to bring his shit back to a 700. He trying. I don't know. He might. The death of the kitty might have saved him. Nah, let me stop going off on these people. I like these people, man. But nah, this skirmish before the chess match is gonna be lit though. Like, it's really a skirmish. Like, nah, let's like get goated, bro. Let's like get so goated. Like, honestly, you know how, like, I don't know if about you guys, but sometimes like during the day you might catch yourself thinking about random stuff about Tower of God. Lustek has been popping up in my mind randomly lately because he has such a profound effect with his I guess you I want to say release, but with his introduction, bro really fire. Like honestly, I was more hyped to meet Lustek than to see Urek kind of redesigned and re-returned. Like, I think like Lustek had more of an effect on me. I do. I want to see power scaling, where the ruler as a guardian comes to see what's happening. I would love to see an admin soon, especially with all these strong ass people fighting on this floor. I would love to see an admin soon. It makes sense to see an admin right now. So before, what else do we got to talk about this chapter? We talked about the chess match. We talked about Enkidou. Why the fuck was that turtle fucking branch head so small, bro? That was weird. Like, one of the weirdest things about Tower of God is these tiny ass characters that, like, how do you fight somebody that's the size of my palm? Like, how do you fight somebody that size, bro? Like, I don't understand. And then how did he get left in the dust? Because he's small? Like, what was his name? Pokoko? Traum's family has the weirdest names, yo. The weirdest names. Let me go through the chapter real quick to make sure. Pokoko. Oh, I think he's using compression. Oh, you might be right. You might be right. I didn't think about that. It goes into with the outside of the box thinking. I just thought he was naturally small. It was kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we talk since we talk about animas. I said that if I could choose between Pobidu and Lobopia, I might choose Lobopia because having an anima is so cool. Yeah, it is very cool. But then that led me to think, right? Why is what first of all, what is Shalai? We don't know Shalaya's animal. We don't know Shalaya's, like, we don't know what Shalaya's is. I was thinking about that. And why is Lalile's a tiger? Like, they're granted, right? they're granted to them, right? But what is Shalile's? Like, no, look, like, really, what is Shalile's though? Because here's the thing I don't understand. If you're a branch of a certain family, then obviously, to me, you should be using animals from that family. So, like, for instance, how um Zenu's wife, Elaine, can use wolf, like El Baba, like they use wolf. Um, but Shalile's, I don't know. Shalile's might actually, Zenu, you might be right. Shalile's might be a snake. Don't switch out Jacopo Bidu. Nah. I always said that though, Leather. I did say, in terms of like the style of the family, I like Gustang's style of his family, the way they operate. It's just that Lobopia has, I feel like being a part of the Lobopia family might be funner. In terms of having your own anima would be cool as shit. But don't, no, I did say that Pobidu would be like, they would be the family. Damn, Leathershot called me out. A three-eyed serpent like her dad. That could be true. Lilio has a tiger while Robot on her branch uses a tree. Well, actually, Hoover, we know that the tree is not necessarily a. Okay, so first of all, we don't even know what the tree monster is. We don't know what El Balalo, whatever the fuck it is. Is I don't know if it's is it described as, is it really a tree? Like, but I understand that between them, they're twins. They're not necessarily like. They have a weird thing because of sea snake. So you can't necessarily judge their animas based off of like what family they come from, because Lilio was given powers by the snake. But Shalile may have an anima that's a three-eyed serpent, like Zenu said. That would make sense to me because of sea snake, but it doesn't necessarily match up with whatever the fuck Robodon has, and why Shalile has a tiger. Like there's also, not saying that Shalile wasn't granted that tiger as well, but I'm just saying El Baba's family use wolves, right? And then you have the branches that represent like an animal, the bear, What do we get this chapter? The turtle. So I would think that they would use stuff from their family, but the Zahara princesses are a little different. Not all of will be anima. Not all of will are anima. Like Black Widow fan. Where is the Black Widow? So yeah, they're all a bunch of spiders and shit. But like, so the Lobopia family is so weird, bruh. Because you have people who are spliced with shit, like people who are literally spliced with shit, and then you have people that control shit. So like, I don't want to be half spider, bro. I don't want to be half spider, bro. Like, but don't get me wrong. I like Widow. Don't get me wrong. I like Widow a lot. Cause she's the one that put Evankil down. Evankil's one of my favorite characters, but I like Widow's, like, she outsmarted Evankil basically. Like, and don't get me wrong, the shield was a broken thing. Like, it's not, but she fought in a way that didn't put her at a disadvantage. Like, oh, if I'm gonna use this giant shield that can protect me, nigga, I'm gonna poke you with this fucking long ass lance too. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I got a shield that can block all your fire. I'm poking you with the lance from afar too. I don't care about the strategy or how pussy some people may see it. That was great way to fight her. Like, yeah, you don't try to fight somebody that's trying to burn you, bro. Yeah, you getting all this. You getting all that. Like, so you're the expert on this family. Wasn't the snakehead killed with the flute that controls serpent? Yes, you're right. We don't know what branch Robodon is, but I think he's just one of the two heads of the main family. Okay. 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 And we did see a giant turtle too, even with the turtle branch head. Like, even though he's like using a turtle shell and he may use that turtle shell to like protect himself or whatever, he was the one like having the giant turtle come up when Bomb and them was trying to escape as well. That shield protected against Traum Shinwa Ryu as well. Traum gave Widow the shield. Personally, I wonder if there was an indication he cares for her, like Billier implies. That does like sound weird when you think about Traum and his people giving somebody a shield that a family head blesses you with. Yeah, no, that's you might be right. Like, the real question is, will we see Purpur again? Woo! Purpur and the sea urchins. Purpur and the sea urchins. But yeah, and then even with the sea urchins, like we've seen sea urchins before too. So whatever, so the branch families do have they do use stuff from their families. But I was just thinking about Shalile and Lalile, like how she uses a tiger, which I think I'm gonna say it was granted to her. Um, but we don't know what branch they necessarily come from. So, real quick, let me look through this, make sure. Did y'all see Hobitu Gur trying to look good in the chapter? So the one with the red spiky hair or whatever. First of all, she lost her fucking arm trying to be cute to fuck with Robodon. Like, like, I don't understand people who attack people they know they can't fuck with. Like, you know for a fact, you know who Robodon is, and you know you can't fuck with him. Why would you attack that man, bro? Not like these people. I would listen. I'll probably get kicked out of my family because I'm not jumping in no fights I know I can't win, bro. I'm not doing that shit. Yeah, when you see Lobodon, throw your spear at him. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I know what he like. I'm not doing that. Like, it's no shot. And then she tried to look cute. Like, she tried to look cute all chapter. It wasn't cute. Down bad wasn't cute. I'm never gonna be that down bad to think that was cute. She was like sitting there with the tight dress on, like, or a tight bodysuit on, holding the spear, bro. Like this joint, not cute, bro. You not cute, bro. Don't be posing like that. That's only for cute people. I will say though, this game will definitely show if Traum actually cares for his kids or not. Like, this will, and again, and if that's true, we got to put Traum on fraud watch. We have to put Traum on fraud watch. You're a motherfucking fraud, okay? You're a phony. I'm gonna go get that that soundboard from Family Guy. Phony. Traum's a phony. If this game will prove whether or not he actually for his family, you're a phony, bro. You was talking all that shit about peons and ants and insignificant ones when you love these motherfuckers, bro. You love them to fraud watch. I hate to see Traum down bad, but it might be true. Gur's art is fire, but she's for the down bad. Don't get me wrong. Like, the art is fire. I even think I think her hairstyle and like suit color is good. It's her face. It's not cute. Like, I'm sorry, it's bad design. And it might be on purpose, obviously, but maybe he's known as being strong but understanding. You see, he took Hugo under his wing. Okay, I'm hyped for this game, not gonna lie. No, Hoover, why? This game doesn't make sense. They explain the rules and it still don't make sense. Again, I said this earlier. There's not enough people on both teams to represent each piece. Like, so again, is Rack gonna or is Kun gonna represent two pieces? Does one person who represents the knight both represent both? Ooh. Don't buy a Christmas hat from the dollar store. Um, does one Rack equal like two knights, or does one um Kun, if he's a rook, does he represent two rooks? Like that part doesn't make sense to me. Because if you represent one, then what happens to the other one? Do you still start with that one, or are you just one piece on one side? Like, because it matters. Like, it matters. If Rack represents two knights, it really matters a lot if you capture him or not, because you're on both sides of the field. A queen and a king is only one of those. So you might want to prioritize capturing the people that represent two pieces. But again, digress. It wasn't explained. So Leviathan stated he's the strongest creature in the tower, stronger than the administrators. That's Daddy's arrogance. That's his dad. He gets his arrogance from his dad. Cause no shot. Gotta make sure we covered everything here. No, I think that's it. To be honest, I don't think they represent both pieces because there's no way there's 8 pawns. I know that's what he was. I like the implications of having Traumerei involved in the game with his children. I want to see the interact and how loyal they are, and maybe we see more of Traum's other emotions. I agree. This is a very good position to put a character who claims to not care about his family. This is like the perfect scenario to actually see what it's actually like for him. Leviathan also called himself the king of initially arrogant beings, so his word can't be trusted. Right? Yeah. I ain't listening to Leviathan, bro. False, slow. He wouldn't need others' help to kill Troy. You mean Traum? Okay. I think that's it for the chapter, guys. I think I covered everything. Now, as far as what happens this week, we probably get to see everybody's roles. Yeah, we probably get to see everybody's roles, and what they represent. I don't know. He changed forms multiple times during the fight with Bomb. Maybe his full form is with the other dragons. Well, okay, I can see if maybe there was originally a bigger dragon that got split into different parts. That would be an interesting thing. But I don't know. Not enough information out there to guess that. But yeah, I think next chapter we probably learn what everybody's positions are. We probably get to see another skirmish between. Well, I hope we go on the Yama next chapter. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I hope we go to Yama next chapter. I hope he started to read and figure out what the ancient shit is, and I hope Steve doesn't milk it. What if Kieran is a chess beast? That'd be interesting.
That'd be very interesting.
Ooh, not the yawns. Well, I was only standing up here for an hour and a half anyway. So we got about 5 minutes. But I don't understand why a lot of people didn't like the chapter. I thought the chapter was good. I thought it was pretty solid. Help me before you log out. Who's the prophet? The prophet. Prophet? The prophet who made the revelation about Bomb to Gustang and everything? You talking about that guy? Yeah, okay, that is who you're talking about. I don't know. I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. In real. Could be. But I don't think so. Gustang mad that Traum killed his girl. Honestly, the way this is starting to shape out, I think Gustang and Traum both lost their girls. And like Gustang lost obviously he lost can't think of her name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The Queen Sleepy. And then Traum may have lost whoever he loved by Enkidou. Okay. Well, all right, guys. I'm about to get off today. Thanks for stopping by. I am sorry for the late stream. I got a lot going on. I'll make my announcements next week. As far as what's going on, I will Tuesday. Maybe not Tuesday. Let me not say Tuesday. Maybe next Saturday. I'll be in contact with you guys. Make sure if you guys are not in the Discord, please hop in. That is where I talk faster and I update stuff faster. I'm making a post. I'm gonna make a post on Discord. And I'm gonna make a post on the YouTube channel. I need to know, what are you guys' favorite chapters this year? Okay? I want to reread them. And then we're going to try to vote on what the best chapter is this year. The best chapter we got this year. Okay? So, if you guys don't already, go through the chapters that you remember the most, the ones that pop up in your head. I'm going to do it too, and I'll let you guys know my favorite chapter. Your favorite chapters this year, I want to go over them, and we'll kind of vote on the best chapter this year. Maybe we might do the best, the top, maybe the first and second, or maybe the top 3. But we definitely need to talk about what the best chapter was this year. We had a couple that were 10s out of 10s. Okay. I think that'll be a fun stream. That'll be fun to do. So, we can close out 2023 in a good note. Tower of God has been gracious to us this year, returning to us in great fashion. And shout out to all the translators out there. If you see this, love you to death. Thank you guys. You guys are doing God's work for us. But yeah, make sure you guys go over your chapters, and I'll make the post, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what they are. Till then, peace, Merry Christmas, enjoy your holidays. See you soon.